What are you doing? Are you checking to see if I wash behind my ears?
No. I'm looking for gills. Anybody who loves water as much as you gotta be a mermaid.
Trust me, it's not the water that I'm crazy about.
Major break in the Maggie Corey kidnapping case.
Finally. This captain's been breathing down your neck all day.
Yep. I'm gonna put this evidence in on his desk. Maybe he can make something out of it. I sure as hell can't.
So then, like a total spaz, I go diving in the lake head first.
You're not a spaz, okay? You're being a hero.
Yeah, well, nobody's gonna be confusing me with 007 anytime soon. See, the lake was freezing. You know, as soon as I hit the water, I knew that there was no way that you'd be able to survive for very long in that cold.
No, you risked your life for me?
What was I supposed to do? Let you drown?
You know, I just don't get it, though.
You don't get what?
Well, I mean, I was standing right there next to Nick when it happened. And, I mean, if that wasn't Maggie we heard screaming and taking a nosedive into the lake, who was it?
I don't know, but I still owe Nick for trying to save my life, even if it wasn't me.
Rachel, are you all right?
Oh, yes, I'm fine. I wish that Cecile were here participating in her daughter's homecoming, and I wish that Carl were tearing around town on some secret mission. He's disappeared again.
He could have a relapse. Going out so soon after being hospitalized? I mean, he had pneumonia.
This kind of behavior is what put him in the hospital in the first place, this obsession. Excuse me. Where have you been?
Victoria's disappeared. With Grant.
You tell Bridget exactly what I instructed you to say. Nothing else.
Hudson residence.
Hi, it's me.
Victoria. Oh, I'm so glad you called, dear. Where are you? You know, the boys kept asking why you're not home to put them in bed.
I won't be home tonight. I'm being held captive by a very dangerous man.
Are you there?
Yes, Bridget,
Well, what about this dangerous man? Who?
That would be my new husband, Grant. I'm being held captive in his arms.
Oh, then it's true. Oh, Stephen kept telling me over and over again that you were going to marry Mr. Grant, but I scolded him. I mean, I thought he was just joking me.
It's for real. We eloped, and now we're honeymooning, so I just didn't want you to be worried when I don't come home.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna slip into something slinky.
See you later.
Push me too far,
You
Victoria.
actually think she's gonna believe that cockamamie story? I'm sure she's calling Michael or Jake right now. They're sending out a search party.
Get away
Look
from
for
the
me.
phone. Get away
Take
from the
it
phone.
easy.
What? What? What?
Did the phone ring?
I don't know. Maybe Bridget got it.
I need some fresh air.
Yeah, what the heck? How long have we been asleep, you think?
Oh, I don't know. Just a few hours?
Hours?
This can't be. Oh, gosh,
gosh, I feel like I've been run over by a truck. I hope I'm not getting the flu.
Wait, no, it was the truth serum, the stuff.
Oh.
Maybe we better forget about that.
Miss Donna, Mr. Michael, I don't think it makes much sense for you to stay here any longer.
Why?
Wait for Victoria.
Why?
Well, because she just called.
Vicky
What did she say, Bridget? You've got to tell us it's important.
Well, she said she wasn't coming home tonight.
Well, where the hell is she? Now, you call her right back. I've got to call her. You've got to give me the number, please, Bridget.
I'm sorry, Miss Donna. I told you. I'm not allowed to give this number to anyone.
We're not anyone.
Come on, Bridget, we've been really patient up till now, but we really need to know. I mean, is she involved with Grant Harrison?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Well, what does that mean?
I'm not going to say another word.
Come on, Bridget, out with it.
It's a matter of life or death.
Oh, well, all right, I'll tell you.
What?
Well, Victoria and Mr. Grant Harrison
Yes?
eloped tonight.
Eloped?
What do you say?
Victoria is somewhere with Grant, and she's in danger.
No, Jake, I want to talk to my husband alone if you don't mind.
Actually, I do, Rachel. Listen, we've been out trying to scope out some place that Grant could take Vicky for the last
Yes,
couple
to no
hours.
avail.
He's probably taking her out of town.
Jake, let's look up the hotels within a 50-mile radius.
There's got to be some way to narrow that down.
Yes.
Carl.
Now, one moment. When playing cat and mouse, what do you have to do? You have to get inside the mind of the rodent.
Think like Grant.
Exactly, precisely. Now, the ex-senator has a penchant for creature comforts. If he wanted to sweep Victoria off her feet, he'd want to do it in style.
Luxury accommodations.
Tell me something, Jake. Do you think he'd register under his own name?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, whatever he does, people are going to know his face.
Jake, what are you doing here?
So time to explain, Pauline. I'm in the middle of something important.
This is second nature to you now, isn't it?
What?
Revenge. You're not going to be satisfied until you get Grant.
Wonder why McNamara locked his door.
Beats me.
Joe! Just the man we were hoping to see.
Hey, Frankie Katz, what's up?
Hey, Joe, we need your help.
Hey, look, Joe, I'm going off duty in 5, so hit the lights before you split.
You got it, Vargas. Good night, man.
Night.
What can I do for you guys?
Well, we were hoping to have some access to police files, you know, and...
Specifically?
Oh, kidnapping cases in the Bay City area in the last 5 years, say?
That would be against all regulations. You realize that?
Hey, Joey, if you're ex-partner, come on.
What's the deal, Frankie? Were you checking into Maggie Corey's kidnapping
Joe,
on your own now?
We've got complete faith in the Bay City PD. But we know you guys are really overextended right now.
Yeah, we got a lot of our best officers on another case. We got Gary Sinclair in the hospital, heading up the task force.
There you go. So let us help you out.
Okay, as long as we keep it on the QT, all right?
Okay, you got it.
You guys are gonna want to take a look at this stuff. We turned up some pretty interesting things out of our investigation out of Bear Creek.
You hit the jackpot, huh?
Well, I wouldn't say we hit the jackpot, Frankie, but we did find the place where Maggie was apparently held.
Apparently?
Put it this way. Kidnapper phones Cecile to let her know where to make the ransom drop, right?
Right.
Right.
We found a cabin very near that location, and inside it, all this stuff.
Stuffed bear. What else?
Very fluffy teddy bear, lucky
Belgian
pair of slippers,
chocolate.
Belgian chocolates, collection of top 40 tunes, cassette player. Only thing missing, Brad Pitt poster.
You know, this doesn't figure. Maggie said she was held in a place like a dungeon with hardly any food or water.
What kind of a kidnapper provides his victim with all the comforts of home? You can't even imagine the conditions.
Nothing but bread and water, huh?
Stale bread. Sounds rough. You don't know how excruciating it is being tied to a hardback chair with rope so tight they eat into your flesh.
Must have some serious rope burns then, right?
They're going away. But it was the most terrifying experience of my life. Like every 5 minutes, the kidnapper would wave his gun in my face.
Maggie, I thought you said you were blindfolded.
I was. But he put the barrel against my face so I could feel the cold metal on my cheek. I mean, he was only doing it to scare me, but I never knew at any minute he could just pull that trigger.
Thank God he didn't.
I gotta say, whoever came up with this plan to make us think that you were dead, it's a really twisted lowlife.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't ID that guy, Maggie.
Maybe you can, Tomas.
How would Tomas know about it?
He gave a description to the police.
But how could he have seen him?
Well, when you were first missing, your mother had asked me to drive over here, see if you came back home. And as soon as I pulled in, the kidnapper, he just left that ransom note.
And you actually got a look?
Well, not up close.
Yeah, but that's how the cops got the description of the guy, and they ran it in the Herald.
Right. Too bad the police couldn't do anything with it. They're still after the guy. They're not even close to arresting him.
Yo, this is Detective Joe Carlino down at the Bay City PD.
Jake?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out if you got your honeymoon suite book there. Yeah, you know, a well-dressed gentleman, incredibly pompous, and a beautiful blonde lady.
It is illegal to impersonate a police officer.
A matter of life and death in my hands. Do you mind?
Well, do you mind at least telling me what is going on?
Jake! You get off my back, Paulina. And you go make your wedding plans or whatever it is that you usually do, but just get off my back.
Yeah.
Rachel, I've kept my word. But Victoria is in over her head.
And you've encouraged her.
Look, Victoria believes. She believes that Grant killed my son. Do you think I could talk her out of going after
So you are using her as a proxy.
I have no time for this.
Carl,
Sorry.
this behavior is what got you ill. You've been very, very sick over this obsession.
Rachel, I've done all I could. And there was no way I could dissuade...
Houston, we have liftoff.
We've got it? You found them?
A couple fitting their description checked into that Tudor Arms Hotel in Clearview. We gotta roll this.
Carl, please
No,
don't
sorry.
do this.
I have to do this.
Rachel, what the heck is going on?
Vicky and Grant eloped? I don't believe that.
Eloped?
It's got to be this stuff. It's got to be mass hallucination or something.
Well, the devil can take me if I'm not saying exactly what Victoria said.
Bridget, you've got to give us the number right now.
But Miss Donna, I'm sorry, I can't. Well, you know how I feel about Mr. Grant, but I'm not going to spoil Victoria's wedding night.
Bridget, she married Grant. I mean, what kind of wedding night could they have?
It's going to be a honeymoon from hell.
Oh, it didn't sound like that to me.
Are you suggesting?
Oh. Well, I mean, she did sound as if she was having the time of her life. I mean, it sounded like a very happy honeymoon. And she, well, before she hung up, she said...
Spare me the gory details.
No. I want to hear this. I mean, I want to hear exactly what Victoria said.
Well, she said she was going to slip into...
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, my God.
What was she going to slip into?
Well, you can use your own imaginations. Well, it sounded like a happy honeymoon. I told you so. Well, I couldn't believe it either. Any more than I could believe the two of you. Saw you with my own eyes cozying up there right on the couch. I must tell you, the moon must be full tonight.
Must be gigantic. Look, I need a cup of coffee, and maybe it'll clear up my head. I can think about this.
I need some extra strong espresso. Why don't we go back to Carlino?
Carlino's, yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe between the two of us, we can figure out what the hell is going on with our daughter.
Upsy-daisy, darling. Come on, come on. Drink it, darling.
Thank you, but I'm really not in the mood to celebrate, Grant.
I said, drink it. Think of it as a toast to your new life. Cupid herself couldn't have done better. After an intimate but heartfelt ceremony, they, put out the do not disturb sign. Popped open a bottle of bubbly to, celebrate their vows. Lingered in a romantic tub for two, and then... well, I think the rest is self-explanatory.
One is ever going to believe I let you touch me, much less spend some kind of a wild evening with you?
Oh, I
You are disgusting.
expect that
You know
it will be very convincing. One last detail. Come on, over here. Sit down. Sit down. Okay? Now, I want you to write exactly what I say.
Nice.
Yeah, too nice for a kidnapper.
This case is so weird.
You're telling me. Crime scene? Didn't jibe at all with Maggie's description.
So it wasn't really a dark, scary dungeon at all.
It was a nice rustic cabin in the woods.
But you said that the place was trashed.
Yeah?
And Maggie's clothes were ripped.
This is true.
So the guy must have mistreated her.
Exactly. Right after he gave her a teddy bear.
Look, being
the
held
whole thing
at
doesn't make any
gunpoint
sense.
isn't exactly a blind date, Joe.
Frankie, Maggie made it sound like this place was some kind of... she was locked up in a torture chamber with zero amenities.
Are you sure that the cabin that you found is really where Maggie was held?
Well, if not, how do you explain this?
Hey, that's Rachel's phone number.
Bingo. If this was not the place where Maggie was held, it's one hell of a coincidence.
Would you mind if we questioned her?
She swears that she was blindfolded the whole time.
Frankie, the kid's been through enough.
I know, but maybe if I talk to her, I'll be able to, pick something up.
Be my guest. I'm going over to Rachel's right now. I gotta meet Paulina to give Maggie a welcome home shindig.
You think they'll mind if we crash the party?
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Let's get some answers.
Rachel, what is going on?
Go back into the party, Pauline. It's all right.
Rachel, tell me. What is Jake up to? He was just on the phone impersonating a police officer.
Carl has gotten Jake involved in this. He's just being impossible.
Oh, well, if he's into something with Jake, then it is trouble.
He's not being honest with me. Carl keeps lying to me, and I can't seem to make him stop.
Rachel, don't let him do this to you. Look at what happened with me and Jake. He could never be honest in our marriage, and even though I loved him, there came a point where I had to say enough.
Look, would you take over for me in there? I have to do some serious thinking.
Rachel, it's a good thing I ended up with Joe because I can trust him. I know we have a future, and I'm sure you have a future with Carl, too.
Let's speed it up, shall we?
I didn't take a course in shorthand, all right?
Write the rest of it.
Don't worry. We'll be in touch. I'm very happy. Love.
Sign it. Your handwriting's a little shaky. We'll just chalk that up to being a nervous bride.
You don't actually think you're going to get away with this, do you?
Oh, yes, I do. Let's go. Come on. After you, darling. Victoria. Don't try anything. I have nothing to lose.
Well, you just admitted to killing Ryan. I mean, that is what you meant by not having anything to lose, isn't it?
Sorry I'm late. I got tied up at work.
Oh, Cass, Frankie, come on in. Glad you could make it.
You probably should apologize for crashing.
Oh, now don't be silly. I'm sure Maggie will be thrilled. Like Joe says, your family.
See? I say that all the time, right?
I'd still like to run it by Rachel. Frankie and I have a few questions we'd like to ask Maggie about the kidnapping.
Sorry, but Rachel's in the room. Seems to be an epidemic of that tonight. Cecile has yet to make an appearance at her own daughter's homecoming. Let me take your coats. Come on. Come on in. Nice room. Good.
Hey, Sam.
Hey.
Hey, Joe,
Yeah?
can I ask for a special favor?
Sure.
Okay, well, I'm gonna scrub the kitchen, for a month at the restaurant. Free.
What's with the buttering up?
Just, wait to hear what I'm asking.
Oh, jeez, here it comes.
Don't
What
get
now?
upset. Don't
I'm
get
not
upset,
upset. I'm not
okay.
upset. You're my sister. We do each other favors. What do you want?
Okay, well, I was wondering, what I'm trying to say is, I think it would be really cool if Nick could be part of the wedding party.
Part of whose wedding party?
I knew you wouldn't go for it.
Would you wait a second, please? No, did I? I didn't say no.
So the answer is yes.
I did not say that either.
Joey, come on, we're not making pepperoni here, okay? Don't put me through the grinder, okay?
This is not a simple question, Cynthia, all right? I mean, this is a very important ceremony here. And years from now, I don't want to look back at the wedding album and say, look at pictures of Nick Perry. Who the heck is that?
You are making too big a deal of this.
You think so?
Yes.
That's what Mom and Pop said before they invited Uncle Skunitz in their wedding party. And you know what happened with that, right?
Yes.
You know the big family picture?
Yeah.
You see a big hole in the middle where his head used to be?
That's what that was.
That's what that is. You know why? Because he dumped Aunt Maria and he ran over the pickle lady.
Look, I don't think
They
Nick...
cut him out of all the pictures.
I don't think Nick's gonna do something like that, okay?
You don't? Well, how do you know? This guy might have a thing for pickles.
Joey.
What, do you got a crush on this guy or what?
A crush?
Crush? What? I don't know. You're stuck on him. You got a thing for him. Whatever you want to call it.
I just like him.
You like him.
That's all.
That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I think?
What?
I think you're a little too young to be liking somebody that much, especially a guy like him.
Look, in the first place, you're being way overprotective, okay? And in the second, Nick's a good person, okay?
You know what Ma used to say? Ma used to say, you judge a man by the company he keeps.
Oh, please don't go through this Jake thing again, okay? He just happens to be Nick's boss, okay?
Oh, okay. Well, that makes me feel a lot better now.
Joe,
All right?
Joe.
The guy's a McKinnon in the making.
Look, okay? I don't know a lot of people in this town. You know that, okay? I just thought it would be nice if I could have a friend to hang out with during your wedding. Someone to have dinner with and toast and clink glasses but, if you don't want that.
All right. Now stop with the guilt, okay? I don't need that. You've learned a lot more from Aunt Franny besides making a sauce.
So you'll ask Nick to usher then?
Means a lot to you?
Yeah, it does.
Afraid you want to say
It
that.
does. Joey.
I'll ask him. I'll ask him.
You'll
right?
ask him.
All right, easy does it. Easy.
Are you sure you can't remember anything else about the kidnapping?
I already told the police everything I already know.
Yeah, but there are a few pieces of the story that don't make sense.
Can't I even enjoy my own welcome home party without having to think about this horrible ordeal I just went through?
I'm sorry, Maggie. I didn't mean to upset you.
Well, you did.
Well, that's kind of a drag when people keep making you go over what happened to you.
It is. And on top of everything, Cecile's trying to make up for years of blowing me off in a couple of days by totally smothering me.
I thought she'd be here to celebrate her daughter's welcome home.
She'd rather be upstairs watching her toenail polish dry.
That was a good one.
Thank
I must remember that one. Your mother has an odd way of showing it, but she was actually quite beside herself when she thought that the worst had happened to you.
I bet.
I'm surprised that she's not here to share the festivities.
You can explain her moods.
Oh, I never could. Yeah, your mother and I were rather close at one time. She and I had a number of rather spectacular adventures together. And of course, with Cecile, that was the only kind.
Were you two lovers?
Oh, well, I think I'm going to have to plead the fifth on that one because it would definitely tend to incriminate me.
It's okay. I sort of got a clue at Christmas. For the night storm when we were all stuck here. I saw her sneaking out of your room.
Ah, well, she and I some time ago agreed that we would be just friends. But I have to tell you that I am very fond of your mother. She has a lot of good traits. She loves to laugh. She's very charming and can be very appealing, but she can also be quite impossible.
Tell me something I don't know.
But as I was saying, when you were kidnapped, I think she showed her true colors.
I can imagine.
You should have seen her. She was like a lioness protecting her cub. She read the cops the riot act when she thought that they were endangering your life by going after the kidnapper.
I'm sure she knew what she was doing.
By the way, did you hear that the police think they found the cabin where you were held?
When?
Today. Oh, it's quite a mess. But apparently the kidnapper went to great lengths to make you comfortable. Why didn't you tell the police that he was providing you with new clothes and all sorts of amenities?
He didn't. Oh, well, I mean, if all that stuff was there, I never knew about it. I was gagged and blindfolded the whole time.
Yes, so you said.
It's the truth. Don't you believe me?
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
My brother has something to ask you.
All right.
Go ahead, Joe.
Listen, Nick. You want to be an usher at the church when I marry Paulina?
No, this is like some kind of joke. You want me to be in your wedding party?
Yeah, that's what I said.
And I'm gonna be the bridesmaid.
Does this mean I gotta rent a monkey suit?
Just say yes.
Oh, if it makes you happy. Sure. Why not?
Gee, thanks. Better start working on your chicken dance.
Wait. Look, it's dark.
Clothes for a family occasion. Oh.
Look, do you think Joe and Paulina saw her this afternoon?
I told you I was sitting at the table for an hour and a half before you even got there, and she didn't show up.
All right, do you think she ditched you to make her honeymoon? Huh? To go on?
I don't know, Michael. I hope there's some other explanation. Could that truth serum have to do with any of this?
No. I mean, I don't think so. It looked to me like we were the only ones who drank any of that stuff. Boy, this cold air sure is a slap in the face, isn't it?
Yeah, you probably deserved it.
Well, maybe it'll help wake us up.
At least it helped us to stop telling the truth.
What, and you can't stand telling the truth,
I
can
suppose you enjoyed hearing about your knobby knees.
Well, I thought that was a pretty low blow, but as I recall, I remember complimenting your lovely behind.
And I told you what your blue eyes do to me.
I wish I could figure out what that truth serum's got to do with all this.
Could it have anything to do with Victoria's elopement?
I don't know. You know, I mean, I wouldn't put anything past Grant. I just can't figure out where it fits in all this. If only we could talk to Vicky.
Maybe we can.
What do you mean?
Because there was still water in that picture. And if we can figure out how to get Bridget to drink it, then maybe she'll loosen up and she'll give us the number where Victoria is.
Ton, I can't believe you'd think of doing that to Bridget. On the other hand, it may be the only way we could save Victoria. Let's go.
This is insane.
Now let's go upstairs to the boys' rooms. And you do exactly as I say. Come on, guys, it's very late, and we don't want to wake Bridget up, so we have to be quiet as church mice, okay?
Why do you have to wake us up in the middle of the night?
Remember that vacation that we couldn't take a couple weeks ago to Orlando, and we had to cancel it? Well, your mom and I thought it would be a good idea if we took a fun trip just to make up for it.
Cool!
Remember, we have to be quiet as church mice. Your mom will help you with her coat, okay, Mom? All right.
So where are we going?
It's a surprise. Almost ready? Huh? Let's go. Almost ready?
Zipper stuck.
Well, it's just a few steps to the car.
It's
Let's go.
freezing outside. I'm not going
We're
to make
going
him
now,
walk out
Victoria.
to-
Come on, Stephen, let's go.
Wait,
What?
I forgot my video game.
I'll get it.
No, that's all right. Stephen, you run up and get it. Hurry up. Go.
He's watching you. He sees what you're doing to me and the children.
Daddy.
Okay, okay. You go get Mom. Have a little note here for Bridget so that she sees it when she wakes up, okay? There. Okay. Last one to the car's a rotten egg. Let's go. Stay close, Victoria.
Hey, you want to give me a hand with something?
Sure.
I am in charge of Maggie's kidnapping case, and I need to ask you some questions about the night that you jumped into the frozen lake to try to find her.
It's like Uncle Fiore at Coney Island, right, Joe? He's an original member of the Polar Bear Club.
Sophia, do you mind?
Sorry. You said you jumped in right after you heard Maggie scream?
That's right. All right, come out here on the terrace. Come on. Okay. All right. Now, okay, point out exactly where you say you heard the scream coming from, okay?
Yeah, yeah. Right there's the roof of the lake house. And
Yeah.
Right.
Me and Sophia we were inside when we heard the scream, and the sound came from that path there that's leading down from the driveway.
From there? Above you?
Yeah.
And you were pretty sure that it was Maggie who heard screaming?
Well, right, but since she was tied up somewhere on the outskirts of town, obviously it was somebody else.
So, Maggie, were you surprised when the kidnapper let you go?
I was too scared to even think about it.
Why do you think he released you?
The guy kept me at gunpoint the whole time I was with him, Cass. I just wanted to get away. I wasn't about to stop and ask him why he finally decided to let me go, you know?
So let me get this straight. He dropped you off on Lakeview Drive just down the road from this house, is that right?
Right. He practically pushed me out of the car, and when he dumped me there, I realized where I was, and I just ran as fast as I could back home, and you know the rest.
Thank you for being so patient with my questions.
Maggie,
Hi, Tomas.
why'd you just lie to Cass?
You know, maybe we shouldn't have stayed in there so long. We're pretty waterlogged.
I'm pretty hungry is what I am. I think we should go raid the fridge.
We'll have to order out. Everything in there right now is Blair's.
Oh, that's right, the pretty roommate.
Yeah, pretty roommate. You know, I think I'm never gonna let you meet her.
You know, you keep telling me that. What do you think? You think I'm gonna look at another woman?
Well, you're a guy, right?
Yeah? So, you just hold that against me?
Oh, on second thought, Blair is probably a safe bet. I mean, after all, she's not a cop.
That's a low blow, Josie Watts. It's a low blow. Listen to me. I know I have a history of falling for the women that I work with, but first of all, Jackie was someone who I met when I was a raw recruit. And Grace, well, I was with her when I was drinking a lot. And this is different.
Tell me more.
Well, you happen to me to be the most beautiful, special woman that I've ever known. Ever.
Let's go.
I didn't lie to Cass.
I saw you, Maggie.
When?
The night you came home, I saw you outside of the hospital.
I don't know what you think you said, Tomas, but it wasn't me.
Sorry, Maggie, but I can't take your word for it. You don't exactly have the greatest track record with honesty. I found that out when you gave me that fake EMT test. Did you know I got suspended from my job because of that?
Don't blame me because you lied about it.
Oh, I got no one to blame but myself, believe me. I did learn one thing, though, that keeping secrets doesn't pay.
I hear you.
Yeah? Well, because if you lied about how you got away from your kidnapper, Maggie, you better consider telling the truth, because if you don't, I will.
Okay, I'll take this up to Bridget.
Donna, she's probably been asleep for hours.
That's all right. Awake, she's as stubborn as an ox. Maybe if she's a little groggy, she'll be more pliable.
Don't bet on it.
Well, we get her this truth serum, her tongue will loosen up a little.
Hey, wait. This wasn't here before. It's from
What?
Vicky. It's her. Hello, all. Sorry I couldn't let you in on our little secret, but Grant and I couldn't wait to be married. I didn't want the boys to miss me, so we're taking them on our honeymoon. Don't worry, we'll be in touch. I'm very happy.
I've already told you, the room is occupied. Give the newlyweds a break. It's their wedding night.
There's nothing to celebrate here.
Hey, what do you guys think you're doing? You know, you're gonna have to pay for this.
Vicky, where are you?